We have come a long way on Goldcrest Valley in 10 episodes. We have gone from owning just three little fields over here. We've expanded them. We bought a couple pieces of equipment. We've bought a lot of, how many fields? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields over here. I got the outside of the map, although I don't know if that really counts or not. We own 100 cattle who are going to be having babies in like 2 months. We were able to pay back a loan. I had a $500,000 loan. I paid it back, I think twice. And we've done so well that I've got almost 500,000 liters of forage that is just hanging out because I haven't been able to do anything with it yet. So let's take the $89,000 that we've got right now, and we want to continue moving forward with that. We have some manure to pick up. We've got some slurry to pick up. We've got some milk to move around. I want to see how much money we can make passively right now because we're going to have to buy a corn header. I totally forgot that we planted corn and sunflowers in the last one right here. Here we go. If we just planted sunflowers, we could have gotten away with just a normal header. However, with corn, we still only need to buy one, so I guess there's that. More than likely, we're going to go with this guy right here, and we've got enough money for that right now. However, we're going to wait and see how much money we can make. We're probably going to end up doing like the exact same thing a few days in a row. So the first thing is going to be milk. We'll fill that up. We get about 15,000 liters every day, so not too bad. You may notice that our milk is actually higher right now, than it was previously. 15,000 liters, and we still had like 6 left from the day before. I don't know what happened, but something happened. Also, we could probably go put some more grass in the fermenting stave silo, as well as the incoming there, and I think we're good here, at least for now. Yeah, things are still looking good there. Overload the slurry. We got $11,000 there, and come around here and unload some of this manure. Select it. Good. Okay. So now let's talk about the future. I do think I'm going to continue doing a few episodes here on Goldcrest. I've been having fun. One of the things, 14,000, nice. One of the things that I want to do is go through and maybe see, okay, this is the way we played if it was Farming Simulator 17. Well, now I'd like to see Farming Simulator 17, if I had the mods I had then, how would I do things? Well, I don't know. So let's see how I would do things. Can we delete these, by the way? Yeah, we can. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So I'd like to utilize some of the other mods that we've got, some of the wilder, crazier productions, or maybe sell points, stuff like that, and even equipment for that matter. I'd like to utilize different stuff here on this map. So that may include getting rid of some of the tractors that we've got, some of the trailers and whatnot, and swapping equipment out. I think it'd be fun. I think I would enjoy myself. We probably make a little bit of money a little bit faster, be able to do other things, because in comparison with Farm Sim 17, 19 to 22, there's a whole lot more to do now than there was back then. So that's kind of the game plan. It is kind of funny doing the whole choring thing. There's a lot to do here. Checking in on our productions real quick. How much of this can we do? How much grass can we put in here? All right, so close to 100. So I'm not quite sure that 328,000 is going to fit. I'll try, but I don't think it's gonna fit. Also, since we've got so much grass, might be a good idea to relocate some of this grass and maybe try and put some of it into, sheep, for example. There's a whole lot more that we could do, and if we're going to continue to move along, we're going to have a lot of stuff here. Might be a good idea. I think at this point we are okay, but I will also say with the cattle that we've got here, what is it, May, so June, July, I think at the beginning of July or August, they are going to double in size. We're going to get another 100, they're going to be babies, and we're going to have to take care of them. I'll be honest with you, I may just sell them. I'm not quite sure. I want to sit around and wait. Plus, they're going to be producing a little bit less milk, I think. I don't know if base game. Off screen, I use the enhanced animal system on, so sometimes I get confused about which one's which. We'll figure it out. Speaking of, I get confused on which one's which here as well. I think the first one turns grass into hay. I think this one turns everything into silage. Yep. So the first one's the one that I need. Oh man, it would have been great if I would have placed them like this, but now I gotta go here, pick this up. If you don't remember, a couple episodes ago when I placed this down, I ended up, there we go, hay, 52,000 liters. I ended up not having the hay sent out because the hay will just send over to the fermenting silo, and that's not going to do anybody any good. There we go. Dump it in here into the TMR silo, and we should have some extra hay. Wait, hang on. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And while we're at it, we may as well feed the cows too. I know they'll be happy. Oops. Started unloading silage. I do forget that these, yes, they may be production chains, but they're also silos at the end of the day. So you can unload everything that the silo can hold out. So if you have an input of, let's say, silage for TMR, for example, you can take the silage out as well. Where's TMR? There it is, 102,000 liters. All right. Now that I have royally confused myself, I think I've got everything done that I need to do. Let's do that like 3 more times. Well, that was actually very unexpected. Into the next day now. In June, we have $196,000. Looking good there. Milk is still producing exactly the same, and everything else is kind of back to normal. So we'll go around, we'll make our about $25,000, and, well, and then we'll sleep again. Hey, how are the cows doing, by the way? 90%. Oh, productivity should be up here in about a month. 'Tis July, and we have some little baby cows, and unfortunately, they're the same size as the regular cows. So this one hadn't woke up yet. We got another 100 cattle. We are now, well, the food's down, which is okay. We went from, I think it was 30,000 to 39,000 liters of food every day. And if we were to sell these guys, we would not get much money. So I'm not quite sure $14,100 is worth it or not. So we'll probably just say, yeah, not worth it. Things are going good though, man. All right, so we've got everything in. We've got food that has been moved over. They've got plenty of straw, at least for now. I emptied the slurry, the milk, and the manure from the cattle. And I think we're okay. I mean, yearly food, we need 581,000. They've got 613 in there right now. It's going to go up as the Holsteins get a little bit older, but I think for right now, that is okay. And the productions are doing just absolutely perfectly. They're doing just fine. Good news! Into the next day, they are calling for rain, so we need to be careful about when it's going to rain. It says 11 a.m. It's currently 9, so we have to be careful. We have a little bit of time between now and then, and now we get to pick up all the stuff one more time because now is going to be a little bit of fun. Our fields are ready for harvest. We're not doing grass again. Not right now. The good thing is the milk doesn't go down. For some reason, I was thinking with the cattle here, we would be getting less milk every day, and I think with the advanced animal system on it does that. But not base game. Sweet. You know, it does actually blow my mind how much money we're making off of not only the milk, but also the manure and the slurry. Again, like I said, delivering manure and slurry is probably one of my favorite jobs to do in Farming Simulator. It's something that I did back at the beginning of Farm Sim, like 19, whenever I was just playing off screen. It's just one of those things you had to do. You had to deliver to your BGA. There we go. Forgot the words. Now you have to buy the BGA first, but hey, well, at least you could do it. Well, we got $411,000 to spend, and look at this. We've got one of these on sale right now. Now, back in the day, I would always opt for getting 2 of the same combine harvester versus getting a new one. I haven't looked at the new ones to see how expensive they are, but I know this one's $96,000 after my configuration upgrades to the engine, which is in budget. You know, or we could go with this, which is the 7130. Now, I think we only have one 7130 mod on the mod hub, and it's from Agritono. It's actually the 4130, 5130 mod. You can see at the top left-hand corner, it says modded. I made it hold 100,000 liters. That was it. That's all I did. But I wanted that. I'm not quite sure if this combine harvester is going to be able to run this header or not. Plus, this is half of the money that we've got right now. I would much rather have both combine harvesters out in the field. So I am actually considering just buying 2 of these. That'll put us at 100 grand instead of like 130. Not actually 100% sure on the setup here. So let's unhook this real quick and see if this will even run. Looking at this, I'm already thinking it's gonna be just a little bit too much. Not not a big problem, actually. Enable fast farming. I mean, it's running. It's running. It just looks really, really weird on there. We may change up the red on this to a restored red as well. There we go. We'll do that. Grab a hold. Turn that on. Okay, now the reds match a little bit better. You know, to help it out, we also could upgrade it. So we're running a 1660, which I don't actually know how much horsepower that has. How much horsepower does the 1660 have? 190. For an extra 25 grand, we can go up to 260 horsepower. I think that may be a good way to go. Do we also have a wide tire set up by chance on this? I know we got standards. Do we have duals? No, just wide tire. All right, you know what? I think we will go with the wide tire there. We've got the Case IH restored. Cool. We'll pick that up. Go! And like I mentioned, I think I'm just going to go with the same header here on the 7130. This should work pretty darn good. Let's get that hooked up. Nice. Heck yeah, man. I know looks a little bit weird, but I don't know. There's something about chunky combine harvesters with smaller corn heads that just looks awesome. All right, there we go. We'll go with our bushel plus here. I think we unfold it, but I don't know how. Got it. All right, let's unfold that, get it out, and put these on our fields. I think we use the big one maybe on the new field. I actually don't know. I have no idea what to do. I'm just going to drive in circles again. This seemed to work last time. I've got it. The 1688 now, and I know we did that. Actually, honestly, I prefer the body styling of the 4130, but it didn't have enough power. So smaller combine runs over here, and like I said, I was a little bit nervous about the fast farming capabilities, but this is doing great. Plus now with a little bit extra power, nothing to worry about. Yeah, also you're probably a little bit curious about the straw swath coming out the back. Yeah, I got the mod installed that lets me have straw on whatever I want. Thanks, Yos. Now, obviously, sunflowers aren't going to be dropping that much straw. There's not a whole lot of chaff to come out, so yeah, there's not much straw on the ground either. It definitely shows. After 2 full passes around the field, we got 9,300 liters. Not too bad. Now we get to jump out of here and jump into here. Oh, did I turn it off? Oh, come on. Into the field we go. Turn it on. Rock and roll. Nice. It's a little bit slow. I think we can fix that. Yay! Hey! Gotta love going 19 to 20 miles an hour. Tell you what, used to, this was so slow. Now I'm happy with this because I'm going 12 miles an hour for the past like a month. All right, and so with that, 2 passes around this field will get us back to where we want to be for the next one. The corn is a little bit more prolific than the sunflowers. We've done okay here. 20,000 liters, rounding up, of course, after all that. Very cool, very nice. We got 2 passes around. I'm gonna go ahead and fire the worker, and we are going to hire them up over here so we can go back and forth. We may also need to do a little bit of carting, which I had not considered up until this point. So let's put it right here. Hire the worker. Do your thing, homie. Going around checking on everybody. Looks like the 1688 is doing good. We're at 20,000 liters here. Most of the field is done. At least there's that. I think at this point we could probably grab another tractor and do a little bit of straw pickup. And why not attempt to do that with this guy, the big T7, with this tiny little loading wagon. Yeah, that doesn't look weird at all. Straw has not been as great off of this field, to say the least. We've still got more than we did. We're at 73,000 liters now after going back and forth, but it's definitely not anywhere close. One of the interesting things is we are catching up to this guy. Granted, we ran both headlands before we even started that field over there, and, well, that one's rocking and rolling very quickly. I don't know, I just didn't expect this one to be done so soon. Also, I don't have access to what land? Let's see, it's right at the top of this. Oh, yeah, that's a very hard barrier right there. Oh, there's even a bit there, too. Oh, well. And just like that, this field is done. Already! And the cornfield is very, very close to being ready to go for the turn right here. So it's missed a little bit at the ends. I wonder how much it missed at the top of the field. Not much. Look at this. Only a little bit. All right, perfect. Sweet. All right, so we got that. Let's head down here. We're going to hire it up on a worker to just go from our right side all the way towards the road, and that'll finish this up. We also don't need to do any carting. We've only got 52,000 liters right here. Eventually, we are going to have to upgrade and get some bigger fields because this is going to not make us enough money overall. After one field, we are up to 89,659 liters of straw. Very, very nice through there. And now we get to do this field right here. There's a lot of overlap in areas, so I'm gonna try and do my best to get it all. Hopefully I don't mess up. Oh, can we make the turn? Nope. Still not as much straw off of the corn as we get off of grain, say wheat or oats, something like that. However, we are getting a decent amount off here. We're already up to 113,000 liters, which is awesome news, and I am now halfway done with the headland setups here. And after said headlands, total comes to 119,000 liters. Looking good. We've got plenty more to do here. I'm gonna try and fill this up as much as I possibly can. This is not as much straw as I was hoping for off of these fields. We're probably gonna have to do at least one grain crop for every harvest moving forward because we just don't have the same backlog of straw that we did when we're doing grass. So with that being said, doing two corn header crops was phenomenal, but I think in the future one of these is going to have to be wheat, barley, oats, or something like that. And with this, the corn harvest is done. 60,000 liters. 483 is the final number here. Got a little bit of corn that was missed. We're going to hit this at the very top. I can't imagine this will be more than 2 or 3 liters. It was 3. Look at that. And now the straw is done. Pick it up, 179,000 liters. We can use this right now. For the meantime, cattle are looking good. They've got 276,000 liters of straw in there. That's okay. However, we come down here and go to TMR, we're only at 154. So I think what we should do is put as much of this in here as possible for our food, because if worst comes to worst, we don't get manure one day, but they still have to be fed. So we still need straw. I think maybe I'll go all the way down till about 50,000 liters left, something like that, if I can catch it. 33. Well, that's okay. How much is in there now? 300,000. Perfect. We'll bring this over here real quick, drop it in. So at the very least, the cows get a little bit from it. Not all of it, but a little bit. I'm also just realizing how much bigger the T7 is from the Puma. I think the T7's, what is this? Same size as the Optim? Case Optim? Maybe? Seems about right. They both have the same amount of horsepower. All right. These guys, they're ready to be unloaded and for us to take everything off to our sell points. Corn is the first crop to go. I tried to put about half in each one, 30 to 35,000 liters in each. I got fairly close. Let's see where we're going to take these things. Gomez Ridge Acres. We're going to tag the place, but I know exactly where this is. It is at the far bottom left-hand corner right there. Well, at least we don't have to go get hit by the train this time, which is phenomenal. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a double dump here either. I just don't think that the sell point's big enough, but we'll be able to sell as much as we can and we'll be good to go. I also didn't look to see what the pricing is on there. $2,700 per 1,000 liters. That's all right. $104,000 just for one. This is going to be $200,000 worth of corn. Okay, I see you. There it is. Dump it all out. What do we get from that? Hey, how's the first one 100? Oh, I'm confused. Harvest income, 200,000. What happened? You know what? I'm cool. Let's just go back. Let's just go back. I'm driving through this dude's field. Let's just go back. Sunflowers are going to be next. We only got about 30-some thousand liters here, half the amount that we did in the corn. So let's head in here to sunflowers and see what our best price is. There's a 43.15, 43.63, and looks like Mary's Farm is the winner. Let's tag this. I think this is bottom right. Right over here? Yeah, there we go. This is right over here by the manure system sell point, which is exactly why I remember where it is. I'm starting to learn all the names again, which is great news. So this should be our last sell. Also, I think we got done like an hour before it's going to rain. Not too much more, but some enough. All right, take this. We'll dump it in here. Pricing is much more? More. It seems like there's more. I don't know. Let's find out. How'd we do? $149,000. Much more. All right, I'll take that. So now we're up to $346,000. One of the things that I want to do is maybe buy some more fields. This is the first one on my list, Farmland 21. It's close-ish by here, but it's also close-ish by the main farm. I can just head straight down. Ooh, we also have enough money for field 20. Now, that could be a good one. That would be an excellent cash crop. Why is that blinking? Oh, don't tell me. Oh, no. I was supposed to do a harvesting contract and I forgot. Like, I think that's 1 or 2 episodes old at this point. Oh, boy. Well, I was going to end the episode, but, bonus content? Ah, crap. I brought over the wrong header. We're also going to have to change the color on here now that we've got the main header all set up, ready to go. How are we looking? Everything's looking okay. Cool. A little dirty. There we go. That's better. I think for the header, I'm going to go with this guy. So this is from the C&H 3162 Terraflex Draper header pack. There's actually quite a few headers in here. We also have the New Holland version. So we have with or without the built-in header, or header trailer. I guess maybe I don't need the header trailer, but it's only like $800 extra. I don't know. Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure. Yeah, because I may or may not transport most of my stuff, so I don't think we really need it. Got him! It looks pretty good on here, too. Man, look at this! Yeah! The rear of the tractor is tweaking out a little bit. Hang on. That thing. This thing is moving on its own. I don't know why. Oh, and I can't turn it either. Huh. Hang on just a second. Yeah, see what I mean? See this? It's running. Where is it? Hang on. We have to go under the map just to be able to see it. We're supposedly right under it now. You know, but I just don't think so. Oh, there it is. Oh, it fell through the map. Well, that's fun. Well, for some reason, both of the parts don't want to be together right now. Very likely because they are having a bit of an issue right now. So I got to take both of these so that I can fold and unfold at the combine, and then I can transport again, I think. Okay, after just an incredibly time-consuming and pointless amount of time going through all of that. Let's see. So it turns out I'm not actually able to change the way that header looks. I thought I would be able to, but I just can't. There's no button for it. Wait, you unfold. Urgh. All right, so maybe if you unfold it, it works. So that's good at least. All right, so we have a contract here. We should be getting straw as well, so we don't need to worry about getting straw anymore. That's just great news. While we're here, let's go story time with DJ. Back in Farming Simulator 17, I was using seasons. And the first time I ever used seasons, I thought, you know what? Real farmers own most all the land around their farm. So why don't I take Westbridge Hills, buy the entire map, seed it and plant it, get ready for harvest, go through an entire year in the game, and then start my series on it. And I did that and realized how long it was going to take, and why that was just an awful idea. Yep, and that's how seasons started. I thought that would be a really good idea. Instead of slowly buying all the fields like we do now, I thought it'd be a great idea just to buy the whole map. And that whole map was my farm. At least they were worker friendly. Could have been worse. Yeah, do a contract on the largest field on the map, they said. You'll be done with your video in no time, they said. You won't forget about it for 1 or 2 episodes, they said. They were wrong. All right, so I think from here I can hire it up on a worker and be done, because this guy right here for some reason, has the pipe out. I don't understand why, but if he wants to keep that pipe out, let him go for it. We're now at least on the top. We're good there. The combine harvester here at the bottom is going to be good as well. And then once we get down to the bottom of here, all the way down to here, we're going to hire it up on a worker and let them just kind of mosey and gander back and forth. Hopefully the guys will meet in the middle. Might as well do a little bit of carting while we're at it. I don't know exactly how fast this is going to go. We're going to set it at 19 miles an hour and see if that gets us around the ballpark. There we go. Hired on or set the cruise. And it looks like the second mark of 19 or at 20 is the way. Perfect. Also, yeah, it just kind of dumped out. I've got it set to do that. We should also go grab something to pick up some straw. We're going to be here a while. Now we go help out the guy with his hand constantly out the window trying to catch bugs. And set the cruise. Nice. And now they are both unloaded. Before we do this, I think I'm going to swap it around. So we don't have any of the smaller tractors here with us. They're just a little bit too slow. But I think I'm going to have the New Holland carting because it only goes 32 miles an hour. The case, which for some reason just turned off, will go 34 miles an hour. It's a 34. I can actually pick up straw a little bit faster and be okay. So let's do that. I also don't know how I'm going to pick this up. I have no idea. I'll figure it out. Update, here we are. We've gotten almost half the field done. A couple seconds ago, it popped up and said 40% of the contract. Well, there you go. 50% of the contract has been completed. That's how fast we're moving through here. I mean, gotta move a little bit. Also, straw, incredibly difficult to pick up. I mean, it's not difficult. I just haven't had this trouble before. There's a lot of straw coming out of the back of this thing. I really need to come up with a better solution to this. 60% complete now. And there is a full amount, 100,000 liters. I think we're going to need some more trailers or maybe an upgraded carting setup somewhere along the way. Never maxed out on anything before. Maybe we get another one? I think we're good right now. How are we doing, by the way? So we still have 29,000 liters left in there. The smaller combine is empty, so at least that's good. And we're at 441,000 liters of straw. So much straw. And now our combine's done. We basically got $50,000 or 50,000 liters extra. Uh-oh. It's starting to rain. We're getting close, man. We're getting close. We got a little bit more to pick up here. At least we're not using like a season's mod or anything like that, like in Farm Sim 17. Because if it would start to rain with straw on the ground, you would lose like half of it. Same thing with grass and hay. Sometimes the grass would just disappear altogether. Actually, some of that stuff would always disappear. Oof. I'm glad that's not a thing. Quick check-in. We are almost done over here. We're going to be close to or right at 700,000 liters of straw. I thought we'd get about 5. I didn't think we were going to get 7. I also came up with a really nice thing. So if I were to come at the end, what I'd do is hit this side right there and then spin it back around. Boom. And then if there was another one over here, I would just continue along my way. But we're not worried about that. Okay, so a couple things we need to do. Very first is going to be take this stuff and deliver it. What we need to do is head to Denton Bakery to deliver the canola. But I'll also check here to see how the price is there. $38.47. That's actually the best price, so we will sell it all there as well. All right, looking good. We've got our first load there. Dumped down 38%. Sorry, 38% transported. Actually, what's under here? Nothing. Interesting. And another bit there. There we go. 77% has been transported. Now to head back and grab the rest. And the last bit right through there. 50,966 liters. Nice. Last but not least, here we go. We actually have less in the back trailer than we do in the front, so I'm going to dump it out first. Hopefully won't hit the end of the thing there. All right, 78%. And here we go. This is going to be the full sale as well. So as soon as we finish the contract, which is right there, now all this money is just free money. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. $100,960 plus an extra little bit for the contract, $21,000. Thank you very much. So now that we've got all of this, we've got a bunch of straw that needs to be brought back. We need to get all of our equipment put around because it is now August and we are entering year number 2. Yeah! And that will also do it for the first part of this series, part number 1. I think we are going to go through and do a second part. I had a lot of fun. I don't know if it'll be 10 episodes, but it certainly will be more than enough. All right, no train coming. We could do this. I may have taken the wrong turn, so leave me alone. It's been a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like, get subscribed if you're new. Join the GoHam fam. Double check that notification bell as well. That way, if I release some stuff, you know about the stuff that I release. Yeah! Keep a lookout for Series 2. We'll see you then.